Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. The following is a live call-in show from this past Sunday night, October 12th, 2025. During this show, we had some great calls. Ian called in from Pittsburgh, just back from the planned Disney reunion down at Walt Disney World with some boots on the ground reports from what it was like this past week down there. And she gave a review of the new dining option in France, a little buffet action on the weekends, which also, ironically enough, Justin from North Carolina called in from the Outer Rim at Disney's Contemporary Resort, where he was in the middle of a monorail bar crawl. And he gave us a report from this weekend down at Walt Disney World as well. They're having a great time. Talked about his visit to Beacon Barrel this evening, actually, as we recorded. We got a call from Louisville, Kentucky, too, to talk about runDisney trip coming up in a couple weeks. And so lots of great calls tonight and lots of fun Disney discussion. So hope you enjoy today's show. Don't forget, today's podcast always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you to our Patreon supporters. You guys make the show possible. Can't do this without you. So thank you so very much to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get that bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, October 12th, 2025. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Sunday night to you. Or happy Thursday if you're listening down the line. We're going to have a great hour here for the next 60 minutes, taking your calls at 407-584-7173. That's 407-584-7173. I miss a week and forget how this all works, but you guys can help me out. Joining me, it's my brother from another mother up in East Lansing, Michigan, where he was in the VIP suite yesterday. A little UCLA Sparty action. We both took L's, but had a good time. So that's how it goes some weeks. But I got, college football always wins. Scotty G, what's going on?
Happy Sunday, Mike. We need the Lions to come through tonight because the Wolverines also lost to a California team, and the Tigers lost a heartbreaking 15-inning game. Whoever was going to lose that game was going to feel heartbroken. Sadly, it was my guys. Shout out to Brendan in the Discord. Good luck to your Mariners. That was a classic game, though. The Tigers just couldn't hit for nothing, no. So I need the Lions to do something good tonight to make up for all these Michigan L's we're taking this weekend.
And as Jennifer says here in the Westplex of St. Charles County, congratulations to all the BOGP Lizards who ran the Chicago Marathon today. That is, yeah. I've personally ran that course because I know I saw a post that one of our Lizards had to bail because of some issue, like injury issues early in the race, and I'll tell you what, because I ran that one, and I've not signed up for that one again. That is a tough course. So anybody that finished that one, congratulations. Even if you started that one, congratulations. It's a fun race. There's tons of people out there for the whole 26 miles. It's great to see the big skyline and, it's a fun course. But, man, that one destroyed me. So if you cannot finish that race, if you got out there and ran any part of it, just pat yourself on the back. That is a hard race. It's a world major. And just proud of each and every one of you that towed the line today. Glad that we're all teammates, and hope you are recovering well tonight. We're proud of you. Glad we're all teammates. Wine and dine. Like, it was 2 weeks coming up here.
Yeah, the half's 2 weeks from today.
Dude, you want to change the subject here real quick?
I have not done more than because I think Castaway Key 5K might be the last distance I've run this year. So that's my only run this year. So I told our friend Jason Miller in the chat that I'm gonna do the 5K as my 10K training run, and then the 10K is gonna be my marathon.
It's like a progressive dinner kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell Pelk.
Wish me luck, folks.
Tell Pelkey that's the it's like you could be like you're the new Jeff Galloway, just you got your own training plan. Like it's like plan B.
Method.
Exactly. It's like plan B for those folks. Instead of run, walk, run, it's just progressive. Whatever.
Yeah, but I know we missed last week. I was gonna miss anyway because I was flying from Lincoln, Nebraska. Saw some great friends. Got to hang out at their house. Big shout out to them. But you were in the pre-show. I love our pre-show. You were talking about dinner tonight being chili.
Yes.
Which, man, that sounds so good. We almost did chili tonight. Emily is here actually because they have like a study break, so they're off Monday and Tuesday. So she came for the weekend. So whatever she wanted to have for dinner, we're making it tonight. It was not chili though, so we're not having it. But I learned, Mike, in Lincoln, you eat your chili with a cinnamon roll.
I have.
What do you think about that?
I have heard that somewhere, and I've never done that, but I could see where that would be amazing because somewhere in my life I've had something sweet with chili at some point, like a donut or something. In that combination,
works, huh?
It works, and I don't know where it was or when. But yes, I am pro. Did you? So you did that? Did you do it?
So we're not doing it. I thought we were going to do it tonight, but Emily wanted.
Holy God, that sounds good. That sounds amazing. To be honest, you know what? I have leftover. I have one bowl left over.
But Wade was kind of like, well, what do you eat your chili with? Like crackers?
Yeah, we sprinkled the cheese on top, and we had oyster crackers. But the oyster crackers were they're brand new, but they tasted kind of stale. Yeah, out of the bag.
A delicacy. Wade's in the chat, so and he warned me. So I don't know if you know Alden Brown, like the food critic on Food Network or whatever. He's a fun guy, like does some quirky stuff. When he went to Lincoln, he poured the chili on top of the cinnamon roll, and apparently that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's supposed to be like on the side of. So you have a couple bites of chili, then you bite into your cinnamon roll, things like that. So I'm gonna try it. And I know that you were having chili, so you're having cinnamon rolls, or you want to bake some tonight, like that, or maybe tomorrow for your leftovers.
Yeah,
just think about that. All right.
And by the way, hot take: leftover chili is better than the first round. I think too.
I think so too. That's why we cook it on Sundays to have lunch on Monday.
It's so good. It's so good. All right, we got to talk some Disney. So I thought we'd continue the stock watch if you guys want to call it and talk about that. Obviously, we recorded this one before the price increases, so I got to hit this real quick. Let's see here. Stock down all the price increases last week.
All the price increases.
Lightning
lanes, annual passes.
Double. Yeah. I mean, what did you, I don't know. I know it's a business.
I knew that was coming because it was October 1st time, so it's the start of a new fiscal year. So that's kind of when prices increase. And I know there's a lot of talk, right? Like, well, the crowds have been kind of low, right? So why would you increase your prices if the attendance is down or whatnot? But it's just a business move, and it pains me. It pains me because I don't want to pay more. I'm a consumer. I don't want to pay more there, but I understand it.
It's a curious thing though, because it is. I mean, I don't. Again, I always say this. I'm not a business person. You're more of a business person than I. My background's in education. That's what my degree's in. I obviously work and travel, so it's kind of businessy. It's customer service kind of thing. But like over the next year, we know that on the backside of this, in like 3 years, the Magic Kingdom is going to be awesome. It's going to have Villains Land. It's going to have this new the Cars experience where Tom Sawyer Island was, Piston Peak. It's going to be great in 3 years. But you got to go through the pain point. And I think the most pain it's going to be is in 2026, right? And they're raising the prices significant. It's average to. It's not like an insignificant price increase moving into the next year. And
yes, like the percentages are kind of in line, but now that things get more, the dollar itself is more because of the percentage increase. So like it feels every time they do this, it feels a little bit more painful.
I agree. That's it. Because a 5% increase at $200 is, like you say, it's a lot more dollars. Dollars right there. So I just think that I mentioned this in the Discord and I don't know like why corporations can't do this, because I think they could. I guess it all gets back to the shareholder thing, but I just like goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Like just goodwill. Like, could you toe the line for a fiscal quarter, a fiscal half a year? I don't know. Because I don't know how business works. Like, is that just like death to the CEO that they have to show growth every single quarter? They can't say, let's play the long game because, I do listen to some podcasts. I listen to some Apple podcasts and they're always talking about Apple has to show growth like quarter, like year over year. Like, you show like Q1 versus like 24 to 25, blah, blah, blah. They always compare it. And if it's like flat, it's bad news for all the people that are in the financial department, stuff like that. But I mean, you got to look, if it's a situation where you're going to have walls all the way around, say Frontierland, and it's just not great show. Just extending goodwill to the patrons that are going to be in the park and say, look, this isn't going to be the best the Magic Kingdom has ever been. We're going to toe the line and just keep the price the same. We're not going to discount the price of the tickets, but I mean, we're going to increase the price of the tickets. That's just the thing. And I think it's the problem for the people that have been around a long time like us. Because we've seen the Magic Kingdom as like a shining diamond, like without hardly any construction at its best. Maybe the new people don't notice. I don't, that's my thing is who notices this the most?
But it's across the board too. Like, I won't go into the Magic Band thing. We talked about that a lot in the Discord. Like, I love the Magic Bands. I know you're kind of gotten away with it from like, your watch technology, but like they took away the $10 credit on that, like, which stinks. Like, that's another one. And this one was kind of sneaky to me. I don't know if you caught it, but like California Grills, like prefix went up like $10. I mean, like, I'd rather just see like a nice like menu change overhaul, but instead like, oh no, we're gonna give you the same offerings that no one even likes anyway, and also increase it by like $10 and increase the wine. I don't know. It just, I mean, I know cost of food goes up and stuff too, but like, dang, like some of those are just big hits, I think, to us.
What I've just done is, and I've noticed this over the past like couple of years and I didn't make like a conscious decision to do it, but I've just decided to stop buying stuff. Like it wasn't like I said, I'm not going to buy any more Magic Bands. I just stopped buying them. I said, because they just hit a point where I was just like, I have a ton of them. Like I don't not use them. I just use my old ones. I have like 3-year-old ones that still work. So I'm just like, I'm good. Like, I'm not going to pay $40 for a Magic Band. And like we have different, and I love that we have different opinions on this. Cause like you see them as art and I'm just like, I just don't want to spend $40 on that. I'd rather spend it somewhere else. Like I have a closet full of t-shirts. Like I have all those Mickey because I always get the same ones. Like I'm a Mickey ringer tee guy, right? And I got like every color in the rainbow, so I'm good. Like I'm set. And they used to be like $25. Now they're like $45. It's like, it's wild. And plus I don't leave the house as much anymore. So like I just it's just different circumstances. But
I do like something you said though. Like this is how you are, except for Disney Cruise Line. Disney Cruise Line, that's a whole other story.
Well, because and again, I think it's a scarcity thing, right? Because like you're on the ship, and it's the only place you can buy a lot of those things, and it's like I'm never going to be on the Treasure probably for another 7-10 years, or on the Magic. I'll probably be on the Magic again. Yeah, exactly. And I do get carried away on the ships because I feel again it's at like supply and demand thing, and I'm I am still more I'm just a little bit more excitable about the cruise line than the parks right now. Honestly, I just am. Like, it's just my jam. But yeah, it's everything.
It's definitely been my jam. I'm doing 4 cruises this year. Like, I got a problem.
It's and the cruise line stuff, they're hitting it out of the park too at the merch. I'll say, like, they got the dry fit stuff that's just awesome.
I wish they would. Speaking of like the old like Mickey, like I wish they would bring that old Captain Mickey like T-shirt back. I know like Corey, we got some other friends that like missed on that one back in the day. Like, I still have a couple in my closet, but dang, I'd love to see those come back.
I agree. All right, well, let me get the phone lines because I said it's going to be an open line. So let me open these up in case anybody wants to chime in. Also, another question I was going to have if anybody had it tonight. I was thinking about restaurants where the experience, like the dining location's more fun than the food actually was, because there's some places closing in Dino Land forever here in the next week or so. But I just remember eating in that Airstream back in Dino Land. Was that Restaurantosaurus? Back in the day?
Or is that that is. Yep.
That was so cool. Was that like a McDonald's? Like that's not the place that's closing this week. I think that's already closed. But I was thinking about that earlier today when I was like just watching football. But I just remember like eating there when like Paige was younger. Like it was super hot. It was air conditioned in there, and we ate like a meal, and like we were eating in the back of an Airstream in a Disney park. I was like, that is cool. But we're eating like cheeseburgers and fries, which was fine. I mean, it was good. But I was in there because we're eating in an Airstream in a theme park. That was super cool. I was just thinking, like, what other places in the theme park?
Space 220 for me.
You think the atmosphere better than the food?
Yes. Yep. I do. And I call it like its sister restaurant because I feel like it's like laid out the same. I would say Coral Reef is the same.
Coral Reef. Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. I do love Coral Reef.
I went there
though.
for New Year's Eve 2 years ago because it was the only thing I could get last minute. And you gotta have a reservation on New Year's Eve.
You do,
or else
100%.
you're in trouble. Good luck finding food.
100%. All right, phone lines are open. You want to jump in, get in on the conversation. So it's not just us two yakking here. It's 407-584-7173. We've got our first call.
Even though that
in.
burned me, like, because I kind of see 4th of July similar to New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is obviously a little more busy, and then I had my perfect Le Cellier dinner, planned for 4th of July, and then boom, canceled.
That's what happens.
So I was that guy waiting in line for counter service that night.
Yeah, well, I mean, best laid plans. All right, we have our first call tonight. Hey, who's joining us?
Hey, Mike, Scott, this is Justin from North Carolina calling from the Outer Rim at the Contemporary.
The
Outer Rim.
Dude, we have taken that place over more than once as a podcast group, and we've gotten some dirty looks because there's just too many of us in that place all at once. But we behave. I mean, just a lot all at once.
It gets loud in there.
It does get loud in there when we all take over. So how are things?
Doesn't sound like it's loud for Justin.
No,
I mean,
it doesn't. It sounds really.
Justin, are you the only guy in there right now?
That sounds nice.
Well, pretty much. My wife and I are here. We came down this weekend to do food and wine, and it was just so ridiculously crowded that we've been, turned to alternatives. So right now we had a Beacon Barrel reservation in the Magic Kingdom at like 5:00. So we went there, and now we're doing a monorail crawl at the Contemporary, then Polynesian next, and finishing up at the Grand Floridian, then going to back to do a Pirates Lightning Lane this evening.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
That is, you're winning the day. I'll tell you what. So you've already been to Beacon Barrel tonight, right? So how about a quick review? What did you think of the newest spot there in the Magic Kingdom?
Oh, it's really cool. The theming is, just everywhere you look, there's Easter eggs, and it's way over the top theme, just like everything Disney does. You're limited to that 2-drink minimum, which I think they're a little lax on the 45 minutes. It's kind of 2 drinks and don't dilly-dally too long. But you could spend 6 hours in there looking around at all the little hidden things, and you'll definitely want to go back. We were in the kind of back room that had the 2 ships in the bottle, and we were able to see those, but you'd have to kind of stick your head around the corner to see the animatronic parrot and all the other things happening. So it definitely has a returnability factor that you want to go back and see it over and over.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to see the most is the ships in the bottle. I don't know. Ever since I've been a kid, I've always been intrigued by ships in a bottle and the fact that they'll like animate. That's pretty sweet. So did you think the drinks and did you get any apps, good stuff there?
Yeah, we did the 2 apps that were not the octopus ceviche.
I was wondering.
And they were really good. It was the dips, the chips and dip were really good. And then we did it was like a cornbread chicken something. It was great. It had more spice than I'm used to with Disney.
So you roll more like me. The cornbread, chips, dip. I'd go for that way before an octopus.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Scotty G, what do you got?
Yeah, no, that all sounds good. What'd you think about the drinks, Justin? I know I've been kind of spoiler free. I'm actually going to be going there in a couple of weeks, but I've heard from a couple people that the drinks might be kind of strong, on the stronger side. What'd you think of the drinks if you partook in one?
Oh yes, I partook in several.
Yeah, I like it. You're my guy, Justin.
But the Plunderer's Punch, that was the first one I got. That's the one that comes with the commemorative pirate skull mug. When the waitress brought that, she said to make sure you stir it or it'll punch you in the face. And even after stirring it, it punched me in the face.
Huh.
Okay, there you go.
How the Magic Kingdom has changed.
Right? Getting punched in the face by pirates now.
Exactly.
But for a $46 drink, you want to feel something.
I would say so.
Yes.
Yeah, but
that includes the mug
like
price,
$20
though, right?
for the
that
drink, and then $20 for the mug.
Yeah.
And then
Very
I
cool.
got a margarita, and it was a good margarita.
Nice.
So
now I just got to know though. What are you having at the outer rim? Are you continuing the drinks, or are you just kind of chilling for now?
Well, Scotty, you can't do a monorail crawl without drinks.
Yes.
So my wife's having prosecco, and I'm having a Long Island iced tea, and we'll see
Okay.
what the Polynesian holds.
see, I wish you have been to the Grand Floridian already. You haven't. That's where you're gonna wrap it, I guess.
Yep, that's the last stop, and then we have like 10 p.m. Um, Pirates
Pirates.
Lightning Lane. So we're gonna do the Grand Floridian, and then stop back in the Magic Kingdom.
That's pretty sweet. Because I was gonna ask you about the carpet, but that'd be a great question after a bunch
Justin
of
will have to
drinks.
call in
After a bunch of next week.
recap.
But it'd be better after a bunch of drinks. That'd be a greater call. That'd be just an awesome call.
I'll have to
'Cause I
take
got-
a hit video and put it in the Discord.
Exactly. Throw that in the Discord tonight. Yeah. So real quick though, because I want to keep you because you guys are rolling. But so you said crowds though, because it is holiday weekend. A lot of folks are off. So you said pretty intense down there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. We come several times a year, so if we're always of the mindset of if it's too long, we'll just do it next time, and we've been saying that a lot this trip. Yesterday, we did the Parisian breakfast at Chefs de France, and we plan to start the day with that, and then do the Food and Wine Festival all day. I mean, we made it through 2 or 3 countries and just kind of said forget it, and ended up going back to the boardwalk, and then went to Hollywood later last night. But it's one of those weekends where you need to be able to adapt and pack your patient pants.
Yeah. So how was that breakfast though? Because that's a new offering.
Oh, we loved it. You have to be a big fan of bread.
Ooh.
The
Sign me
Parisian
up.
breakfast has a lot of bread, but we both
That's-
really liked it, and then we had a server that really put it over the top for us. He was outstanding. And
That's a great food and wine weekend, race weekend breakfast right there. Then.
yeah, absolutely. It was and they don't rush you out. It was from I think 9 to 10:30, and
Okay.
it's the buffets available the whole time. And then towards the end, they get a little heavy-handed with champagne instead of just mixing it with mimosas. So it was a fun morning.
Viva la France. I love it. Well, Justin, hey, thanks for taking time to call in tonight. I'm glad you guys are having a great time on that crawl tonight, and stay safe. And
how many more days of the trip though?
Yeah, that's true.
When do you go home?
We're headed home tomorrow. We just we did a kids free trip this weekend with all the boozing, so we figured we'd we started on Friday and we're going home tomorrow. And my wife is going to kill me if I don't mention that she beat me at Midway Mania today. I've been the undefeated champ for like 5 years, and she finally got lucky and squeaked out a win by 100 points today.
She's
been
belt
trying
now.
to get me to tell you about it this whole call.
Yeah, you just got to say, you know what? You got to have rotator cuff surgery or something. I mean, that ride it's pain inducing. It's that last scream, man. You just got to fight through it. Sometimes it could cause permanent.
I say just blame the
damage.
coach, whoever your coach is. Just blame it on them. Maybe they'll get fired. You get a new coach, and then
It was all James Franklin. It was Bill Belichick down in your neck of the woods. Yes.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Who's your team?
Yeah, sorry about the Tigers, Mike.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. We're in it. No moral victories, but it was a fun atmosphere. The Bama fans were great. I'll say that. They were all nice that came to Columbia. They were all great. So now the people online that are trying to troll us, that's another thing. But the people in person were wonderful. That's how it is. Well,
congratulations to your wife.
That's
on
what I was
going
to say.
Like, that's a long overdue victory for her. So I hope she's celebrating on the crawl. And yeah, Justin, it's great hearing from you.
Absolutely.
Happy wife, happy life, and happy bar crawl.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, have a good one. Thanks for calling in. We sure appreciate it. See you, Justin.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
He's having a fun night.
He's having a more fun night than us. That's good stuff.
What do you think about the 10 p.m. lightning lane? Like going back, like after doing all this drinking
I
and
love
hanging
it.
out, relaxing. Then you got to go back to the Magic Kingdom at 10 p.m.
But
to do a ride.
but on your last night, no kids weekend after doing a
Yeah.
monorail crawl. Oh yeah, dude, that's gonna be the best pirates ride ever.
We need
Yeah.
that picture. We need to see what the photo looks like.
That pirates ride's gonna be lit.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so fun. 407-584-7173. Yeah. Also, what do you think of the carpet at the Grand Floridian? Everybody, give us a call. You know what? I got to see it in person. First I came out hot. I was like, that stuff is.
Yeah, you came out
ugly as
hot
a-
like Friday night.
I did. I just did.
I was like, Mike,
It was
you gotta calm down,
wild.
man. This actually looks good.
I did not like it. I was like, that is gross. Like that is. I've been looking at it all weekend, and I'm like, maybe I just need to see it in person. It looks like, to me, it looks like right out of the Treasure, like the Grand Hall. But I've seen a few more pictures, like smaller pictures, like I just think I got to see it in person. I think I got to hold with the whole.
That's usually how it goes, though.
Yeah, I think. But at first I was like, oh man, like what are they doing? Because I like I
think it was better
color.
than the old one was dull.
I
and
don't
boring.
like plain. Yeah, I was like, what is that? All right, we have our next call. Hey, who's joining us?
Hey, Mike and Scott, this is Ian from Pittsburgh. How are you?
Ian, are you? So now you had a reunion of the Planned Disney folks, right? Are you still down there?
I did. I'm kind of in recovery mode now.
Oh my gosh.
Because when I go with my family, I don't go park open and park closed, but that's kind of what we did. And so I was getting like 6 hours of sleep every night, which is it's not enough for me.
For real.
But it was a lot of fun.
I saw
we had a great time.
I saw Mark posting all over
Mark
the place.
Marza.
Yeah. I was like, he's all over too.
Yeah, Mark's he's such a nice guy. Yeah, I talked to him real quick. And we had a big dinner in the China Pavilion. And so I saw him there. He's really nice.
Good stuff. So I'm glad. So you're back in Pittsburgh?
I got back today. I
Oh.
landed around 1. I was really tired. I slept on the plane. But yeah, I'm back. And one of the things that I did that was really fun was we did that Parisian breakfast that's in the Chefs de France Pavilion or restaurant. It's bread and cheese, basically. A lot of bread and cheese. But it was really good. And then they have bottomless mimosas, which is also good.
Let's go. I mean, our last caller, Justin, was just telling us that he did that too, and he said, if you're a fan of bread, it's your place to go. So
It is.
oh man, sounds. He said they were very generous with the champagne towards the end. He said.
Oh yes, I have to say, like, I stopped at 1 because I also had a Geo 82 reservation later in the day, and I'm like, I have to pace myself so I can't overdo it. But there might have been a person or two in my party that they got their money's worth.
That's how you got to do it, because usually Disney wins on those things. So you got to every once in a while tip the scales in your favor.
That's right. Exactly.
So how was what other stuff? Because I know I saw like you guys are going around. I love how you guys have your reunions there, kind of meet up together and do some unique events. So what a couple other highlights you guys had down there?
Well, one thing that I got to do last night, I got to see the Starlight Parade. That was really fun. I hadn't seen that yet, so I loved it.
Compare it to, because you go back to the Spectro and Main Street Electrical Parade and the Disneyland stuff.
When we would go when my kids were little, they wouldn't be able to stay up that late, and that's kind of when the Main Street Electrical Parade was going on. But I know we went one time when my kids were little, before they stopped doing it. But then we went out to Disneyland, like maybe it was during the 60th anniversary, so it was probably close to 10 years ago, and we saw Paint the Night, and that was really good. I would have to say Paint the Night I think is better, but this is great. I mean, I think it's just such a great nighttime addition. And we stood right in front of the train station. And what's nice about this parade is that it it comes out like right in between like where the barber shop is and the like that City Hall fire station is. It starts there. Like there's like a little backstage area and it comes through those gates. So it came right to us, right around the flagpole where we were standing. And so as soon as it passed, we booked it over. We were staying at Saratoga, my friends and I, and we booked it over to the buses. And we, So we were one of the first ones on the bus. So that would be my tip. And although now I'm telling everybody, and now everybody's going to want to stand there, but there weren't many people standing there. You know, I think a lot of people want to stand right down Main Street or go into Frontierland, but I felt like this was great because you can make a quick exit. And if you want to get to bed before midnight or, you know,
well,
I think that's key.
It's us, you know, sane people that need to get, you know, that gets you an extra hour of sleep. You know, the people, I mean, but it depends. Like you want to sit back in Frontierland and get all the atmosphere. I mean, it's going to cost you. You know, it's going to cost you an extra hour of sleep. It's great. It's great and all. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you get some elbow room. That's what you want.
And Tron was down. We had a lightning lane. We paid for the single pass, but it was down, so I didn't get to experience the 9 Inch Nails version. But I'm going back at the end of the month, so I have my planned Disney reward trip. So I'm going with my family at the end of the month. So hopefully I'll get to do it then. So
now, are you running Wine and Dine or no?
No, I'm not.
Ian, you're not running. See, I'm not running, but I'm a slacker, but I can't believe you're not
football.
running.
I know.
I know. I mean, we're playing each other this weekend down in the Plains.
I know, and I'm going to that game.
Oh, dude, but hey, I will say, just for the record, you guys got hosed. But I was watching the game. If I'd have been Hugh Freeze, I'd have been committing felonies. I'm just saying, like,
I think
I'd have been in jail. Like, no doubt about it. Like, way he kept his tongue.
I'm glad to hear that you think that was bad, because I was stuck on the monorail and we were going to Magic Kingdom, and I'm texting my friend who she's actually she kind of helps run Plan Disney, and she's a huge Auburn fan. So she was over at the boardwalk watching. So she said, "Oh, it's 10-0. You know, we're playing out of our minds." And so I was all excited. And then, you know, when I got back to my room, I was like, "What happened?" And so my husband was like, he said the same thing. He's like, we got the game, like the officiating was horrible. And he's like, it was a touchdown, but they're saying it was a fumble. And like they, you know, put it under review and it took forever and they didn't. So.
And I am not, I am not an Auburn fan either from 2013 SEC championship game, because I felt you guys did us dirty. But I'm just and I love you, Ian. I'm just saying, but you guys got it on Saturday night, and Hugh Freeze, man. I thought his head was gonna blow off his shoulder. Scott was not. Scott, real quick, you thought the same thing?
Yeah, I was nodding too. I was watching some of that yesterday, and I was just like,
okay,
what?
so you thought so too, okay? Because you know, like, of course, people
I think everyone was
online are
confused.
like, they're like, it was definitely a fumble, and then you go look at their profile picture on Facebook. It's like, oh, they went to Georgia. So I was like, okay, well, that's why they're saying that. But yeah, I felt like it was bad. And then, you know, my husband went to Penn State, so
oh man, it's a rough time.
And they fired their coach, so that's interesting.
And poor Wade might lose his coach.
I'll be down in Auburn.
Yeah. So you can see us. Yeah, we need this one. We need this one.
I think Auburn needs it.
I think you do too. But I know.
I think I'm a little worried. I think that it's probably going to go to Mizzou. I'm just saying that just because of our luck lately. But my husband's like, you need to call Mike tonight because you need to place a wager on the game. I'm like, well, I might lose.
Well, I mean, I wish it wasn't a night game.
You need to wager.
We're wagering. Okay, let's go. I said I wish it wasn't a night game. I wish it was like a morning game or an afternoon game. I don't like that it's a night game.
Trust me, because I'm going to have to stay up late. I know.
I know. Well, yeah, I'm glad it's a road game, because we had 6 home games in a row and we live 2 hours from the stadium. It's a nightmare. It takes all day for us. Like it wears me out. But go ahead. What's the wager? We're wagered. Okay, look, you call the wager. Let's do it. What we got?
Well, so I think I should. I'll wager you a Coke Zero, and I'll get it for you at Marathon Weekend if Mizzou wins.
We need something. We need something like
you buy me a coffee after the marathon.
100%. Oh yeah, 100%. That's easy. Yes, absolutely. And I'll have to. You have to yell in the corrals. I'll have to yell War Eagle, and you'll have to yell MIZ.
Okay.
That's pushing the line.
Like that.
I think.
You know, you gotta have some skin in the game. I mean, come on now, you gotta do something like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I would do that.
We could probably even get like not Pelkey. Riley to make us do it on the mic or something. That'd be terrible.
Absolutely. I'm probably going to be the one that's yelling MIZ.
Well, that'd be awesome, but we'll see. Now I'll really be sweating it out. Well, yeah, it would be good. I'll be thinking of you. So yeah, I'll have to text you or something on Saturday night.
Okay, absolutely.
All right. Well, hey,
Absolutely. And I don't want to keep you, but I'm glad that you were feeling better. I was following kind of your journey in the hospital,
dude.
and I'm not laughing, but I'm just laughing because you had very good spirits about it, and you were making jokes the whole time, and
What
I
can you
think
do?
your positive energy was great.
It still continues. Yeah, I'm about to become Mr. Wi-Fi all through the systems here this week, and more than you'll ever know. So getting old has
Oh
all
no.
kinds of advantages. Yeah, I didn't even know this. I'm
Oh.
Mr. Sci-Fi is what I'm calling myself soon.
Oh
So
no.
yeah. Anyway.
Well, I'm glad you got out of there, and I hope that doesn't mean the end of your Taco Bell days, but you may have to lay off that for a little bit.
Hey, I didn't eat Taco Bell tonight. I had chili instead, and we had homemade chili. So that I
Yeah,
mean, not that it's better, not that chili's like
All right.
step up, but it's probably a step up from Taco Bell. You know, you got to take baby steps. So you can't just go straight salads. You know, it's that'd be a shock to the system. Well, hey, be careful going down to the
gosh.
plains, and I'll be in contact with you Saturday. MIZ.
I hope you're shouting War Eagle in the corral.
Well,
That's
we'll
all
see.
I'm hoping for.
That'd be painful, but you
All
know, I'm a
right.
man of my word. All right, Ian. Thanks for the call. You be
All right,
good.
take care. Take care, Scott.
Okay. See
Hey,
ya.
Ian.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Missed it. And yes. Yeah, they did get hosed, but we won't talk college football there. So yeah, that carpet. So we did talk about the carpet in a group text, the podcast group text, Ricky, Pam, Scott. But you like it. I mean, and one thing I was saying was, I'm Pop Century. I want the colors. I like it bright. But there was this, it just like at first. But I do need to. I want to see it in person. I think I might like it when I see it in person.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
need to
like the
step
photos.
back.
I mean, I just didn't. I hated the old version. I mean, not hate's a strong word. I felt like it needed to be changed. So I'm just glad it's been changed. I like change. So
Jason says stock up or down on the Pop Century lobby refresh. Again, I think I need to
haven't
see
seen
that in
enough of
person.
that. I don't really know what's
I
happening there.
agree. I agree. I kind of like that mural. That mural looked kind of cool. I think it's along the wall there by everything Pop that you go like when you're walking to the pool.
Is it done
Like,
now, or
I think now if the shadow boxes are gone, which I think they are, that is definitely
that's a stock down?
Yeah, it's a stock down because I love those shadow boxes, man.
I might have to go there over Wine and Dine weekend and get a tie-dye cheesecake and check it out.
Yes. Where are you staying over wine today?
Coronado, baby.
Oh, nice. I need to book my marathon weekend room still. I've not done that. I might do that tonight. I'm so late. It's October.
Yeah, you should probably get on that.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible about this stuff. Yeah, wait. Clapping. We're all clapping here. Anyway, 407 584 7173. You want to call in? You got to stock up, stock down. You want to talk about a place where the food is not as good as the atmosphere. We could talk about that as well.
I'm going to be doing Sangria University.
I saw that. I was jealous of that. That's Pam.
Never
loves
done it,
that.
so I'm excited. But I was trying to figure out the price because I think Jared paid for it. So I was just trying to figure out how much I'm going to owe him. And so I was just booking it like for the future. And there was like a note saying that it will be moving to Toledo, like starting in December. So I don't know if that's going to be a permanent change or if that's like a seasonal thing they do because it's cooler temps.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'd rather do it at Three Bridges, like in the next.
Yeah, absolutely. So I hope it's not I hope that's just like a temporary thing that they do seasonally or something. Because that would be the part of it is just that, that locale, right? It's just like an iconic like scenery. I feel like with the tower in the background, there. So hopefully that's not a permanent thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time because again, they need to do more stuff like that where groups can get together and do like small group events, like groups of 10, groups of 12. Because I think that's more like family friendly, like groups traveling together. Hang on, I got a call here. Let's grab it. And line
We
2.
got a call coming?
Yes, we do on line 2. Hey, who's joining us? Oops, hang on.
You hung up on him.
I gotta hit the green button. Hey, caller, you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is Andrew from Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, Andrew down in Louisville. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Not a whole lot. I wanted to call in because I had a question that I posted in the chat, but I wanted to call in anyway. I'm going to Disney World in about 2 weeks for a wine and dine, and I've been appointed as the expert of the trip, which is rather terrifying. And we have a question.
Love it.
We had a question. We have Park Hopper, And I know at Disneyland you have to wait till noon before you can switch parks. Do you have to do that for Disney World?
You do not anymore, I don't believe. Scott, I don't think you do.
I didn't think. I
I
didn't
don't think
so.
so.
But
Maybe an
check
annual
anyway.
pass holder, maybe.
No, I don't think you do. Annual pass holder Vern and Jason would know, but I think that's gone. I think
Okay.
with
We
Magic Your
only
Way,
have
if you have tickets like included with part of a package, like if you're part of your package, you don't have to worry about that. No.
Okay. We don't have a package. We actually we bought tickets through the military because the guy I'm going down with is in the Marines, so he bought them through there. But I don't think. I mean, it might be part of a package, but I don't know. But yeah, we aren't annual pass holders.
I don't think that's a thing anymore. I'm almost positive.
Okay. I just wanted to check before we got down there and try to switch, and it's like you can't do that.
No, yeah, because it was. I'm trying to think because I remember because I'm trying to think back to the days when that was in effect because I know it was 2 different times on the West and the East Coast. I think it was 1 at World and 11 at Disneyland, if I recall right. Because it was weird because they weren't the same times. Because it was earlier on the West Coast. I think it was 11 at Disneyland, 1 at Walt Disney World, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. I think you can just hop whenever. Because I mean, I haven't heard of anybody saying anything on that lately. Yeah, I think it's gone. I'm pretty sure we'll verify, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So, what do you guys have planned for the trip, though? I mean, you guys heading down here in a couple of weeks? Like, what's on the agenda as we're kind of waiting this out?
Well, we're going down for a wine and dine. We're going down for the race. We're going to run on a Saturday or Sunday. My apologies. And then we're staying the next 4 days through that Thursday, so we can actually enjoy the parks and not have to plan around running. And I know one day, I think that Saturday we're at Animal Kingdom. Then we're doing Hollywood Studios on Sunday. And then Monday we're going to go to Epcot so we can eat all the things.
Yes.
And then Tuesday I think we have Magic Kingdom. And then that Wednesday we're going to play a makeup day of go wherever we missed or catch the things that we haven't had a chance to do yet.
So do you have like first timers going with you, or are you?
We actually do. We have 2 people who have never been to Disney World.
Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, so is everybody running, or just a couple people running? Like how's that shaking out?
Everyone but one person is running.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun. So you're all doing the half.
Yeah.
Get to see Scotty G out there on the course.
I'm gonna look for him.
Oh, I'm easy to spot.
Look for him.
Look for the guy wearing a
If I
polo
see you, I'll
shirt
smile,
who
I'll
doesn't
yell.
look like a runner at all.
I mean, hopefully we can. Hope I see it, but if I do, you'll hear me.
And I think I'm going to be at Animal Kingdom that Saturday as well. I think that's where
really?
because I'm annual pass holder. I still got to make those park reservations. So I think that's where my park reservation is after the 10K that morning. So before I do sangria, so I think we might bump into Animal Kingdom.
We might, and if you see me, you'll hear me. Apparently, I'm very loud.
Okay, I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it, Andrew.
You don't sound really loud. I mean, it's you know, that's surprising.
Maybe we'll be on the same safari and we'll just be hooting and hollering on that whole thing. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah, I don't talk as loud anymore or when I'm on the phone, or at least now. But in another lifetime, I was a school teacher, and my 8th graders would be like, "We can hear you down the hall. Stop yelling." I'm like, "I'm not yelling. I'm talking that loud."
That's
okay.
funny.
If you taught middle school, I get it then. Yep.
Is there something that the first timers are looking forward to? Like, I'm guessing this is probably more like an adult trip. I'm guessing. I could be wrong because you're all running the half. But is there something that those couple people are looking forward to?
We're trying to get them to say what they're looking forward to because we can't get a distinct answer. But I think they're just looking forward to having a good time and enjoying themselves as of right now.
That sounds great.
Yep.
You know what? It's kind of a double-edged sword, though, right? It's great because everybody's open to everything, but then sometimes you just want to be like, just give me 3 things. You know, like if I can just knock 3 things like that you really want to try. Like, you know, do you want to like have a steak? Because then I know, okay, I can book Le Cellier, you know, because then I know that's a home run. Like that's, you know, like sometimes I worry when people are like, it doesn't matter. Like when people tell me it doesn't matter, anything will be fine. Like that kind of frustrates me to a point. Like I just give me like 3, specific things you like. Do you like Chinese? You want to have a good Chinese meal or Japanese sit down restaurant meal kind of thing. Like, just give me 3, that I can, if I can check these 3 things off, and then you'll be happy. Then everything else is gravy. So I hope you
Honestly,
get
at this point, I would settle for 1. One thing you want to do.
It's kind of wild. I mean, just knowing like we're all like pretty experienced going to Walt Disney World. I'm just trying to think like your first trip also being like a Run Disney trip, which is kind of wild. Like, good. I mean, I'm glad that they're not doing like all the races, because then you're just gonna be like really tired by the end of it. Just like the one early morning, I think is good. So I'm very curious how that's gonna be too. Like tying in the Run Disney to your first trip. I think it's kind of cool.
I think it will be, and I think they'll enjoy it. But it's a lot of like, what do you want to do? I mean, the one thing that is good is if we
going
get
to the
down
expo, so they're going to see
like,
Wide World of Sports. They're going to see Wide World of Sports on their first visit, which is kind of unusual, right? Most people, I don't think, experience that on a first trip. And then like the obviously running through like property, like they're not going to know any of those roads. They're not going to feel familiar to them. So that's going to be kind of an interesting perspective. I think I'm going to be really curious to hear how this goes. I hope I do catch up with you on that trip, because I'd love to like meet these first timers and see what they're thinking of the trip.
I mean, if we do, we'll talk about it, and if not, I'll call back and let you know how it went.
That'd be awesome. And it's a good point, because these people can get to see, the scope of the property. Because you're right, like you never go to that corner with Wide World of Sports and stuff like that, and to run through, like when you're running backstage of Epcot and you see, the backside of like Living with the Land and Guardians of the Galaxy, you don't realize how big like this backside of Soarin' is. Like all the staircases going up to the theaters. It's amazing. You don't even realize what it is unless, like, hopefully you'll point it out to them. Like, oh yeah, that's Soarin'. I didn't know that until a couple races through. It's interesting stuff.
Yeah, I think I'll be a different pace than they are, but hopefully we'll be with one of my friends. Hopefully they'll stay together and they can point all that stuff out. But
I'll point it out to them. I'll be in the back of the pack, so like save that for me. Yeah.
If not, just be like, you passed a big blue building on your left. That was Soarin', and the big dome that was Living with the Land. The big greenhouse. No, we get it. That's awesome.
Are you going? Are you doing the? Are you all doing the party that Sunday night too? Then
we have tickets, but it's one of those things where it's like, I did Wind Down last year, and by the time I got to the party, I was so tired. I'm like, I just want to go home. Dude. We probably won't, but we're thinking about donating our tickets to other people who might enjoy it more than we will.
You are my brother. That's how I am.
If you do end up getting rid of one, Andrew, I will. I'll definitely take one.
Night owl.
Let you know.
I would give mine to Scott for sure, because I cannot stay up that late anymore.
I mean, I know you're going to Epcot the next day too, so I kind of get that, right? Yeah. Like, did like party there all night, kind of tired, and then go back the next day and kind of do the same stuff. That kind of makes sense to kind of skip it,
right? Plus, we can enjoy all the food.
Yeah, that's true.
All that stuff, so.
Well, man, it's great talking to you tonight. We appreciate you calling in. And if we don't talk before the races, I hope everybody has a wonderful trip and you guys just have a great time out on those courses. And do give us a call, and hope you run into Scott down there.
Hopefully I do.
Hey, thanks for supporting the show. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Take care down in Kentucky.
You too.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
I got Wade on there too. Yeah, me and I need to connect with Andrew. If they end up not going, I might want 2 of those tickets.
There you go. Yeah,
we'll want you to go too.
Oh, that's right. You have the whole crew. Yeah, and by the way, Wade had a really good run this morning.
Yeah, I was gonna run when I was in Lincoln, like, cause I wanted to I love explore. That's a fun way to explore new cities, and I've seen his running path, I've seen his selfies so many times, oh, I want to go where you run, But we kind of stayed up late Friday night, and then we watched the Premier League game on Saturday, and the next thing we knew it was time to tailgate, so it just never happened. But I did drive by.
Does that count?
So there's that.
And the runs are caught up to you.
And the runs are caught up. I mean, you don't want to go for a run the day after a run.
Heck no. Don's got a question in the chat though. He says, Scott, watched all the Alana videos. Gain on Halloween. You got it.
Going on Halloween, doing Kualoa and Luau. What else should we do? Oh man, so much to do. Don't know if you're gonna have a car or not, but I really am a big fan of just exploring the North Shore. it's just so cool to drive around there and stop in some of the small towns. You may have saw us stop at a couple of them in our vlog series. One thing we didn't really touch upon on our vlog was the Polynesian Culture Center, which is kind of cool. Like I hear a lot of people say like that's kind of reminds me of Epcot a little bit, like the different like little culture things that you can see there. And Emily, so she did this with her band. They went and saw like their nighttime show. It's called like Ha, the Breath of Life, I believe. And it really reminded her of Phantasmic a little bit. She was getting a lot of Phantasmic vibes from that. So, and I was like, dang, of course you tell us like now that the trip is over. So gotta go back, right? For a third time. But yeah, Polynesian Culture Center is a cool place. That they are closed on Sunday though. Just make a note of that. So don't plan your day on a Sunday to go there. But yeah, just like the North Shore is such an awesome spot. Like just going to like the food trucks, stopping at like a shrimp truck on the side of the road and get some garlic shrimp, and then take it to the beach and just watch the surfers. Like I don't know, like
that
me,
sounds so good.
That
sounds
so Hawaii,
sweet. And you get those shave ice, right? Do they have the trucks for that?
Oh yeah, I get the shave ice. Oh yeah, it's all a couple of the most popular ones are right there on the North Shore for sure. But I don't know if you're staying at Alani because you mentioned like going to the luau. I'm guessing that's the luau at Disney maybe, and that's really fun to do too. There's plenty of luau's throughout the island, but dang, Don, now I'm like, how could I sneak in a Halloween trip? Because now I want to go.
Oh my gosh! He also says he's a first-time runDisney person. He says springtime surprise, doing the 10-miler. Any tips? Can you pick up his bib on Friday? Absolutely. The
Absolutely.
Expo will be open there. And he's looking at a 4-day cruise before. So yeah, it's awesome. So first time for runDisney, just one thing I would say, this is just me, just mentally, set like 2 or 3 alarms to make sure that you get up. Because if you oversleep, this is just my biggest paranoia for the races, is that you don't want to oversleep. Because if you oversleep, obviously you're going to miss the race, and you've done all this training, maybe, hopefully, and you've all the expense to get down there. But if you would oversleep, like it's all for naught. Because like all of a sudden you're going to wake up at 6 a.m, the race is going to be like over. So set 2 or 3 alarms and get a wake up call. Like call the night before in your automated, however it is in the hotel room. Just have a backup and have a buddy. Like Scott and I have like a buddy thing. Like we don't hear from each other. We call each other just to make sure, dude, you up? Good. Okay, I'll see you at the corrals or whatever, because we're usually at different hotels. But we just make sure, even if like we're at home, like I'll have Pam call me, or there's just always I always have somebody to make sure that there's like a sign of life. There's like 2 or 3 backups. Have redundancy to make sure that you get up in case like your phone dies for some weird reason overnight, so that you can't count on that. You have 2 different ways that you get your wake up call. And also don't change anything. Like don't change shoes. Don't change what you eat the day before. Don't change socks. Even like something like a sock will give you a blister. Don't change anything. Don't try to be cute. Like run what you run, like, and enjoy it and have a great cat. You're going to have a blast. That's the biggest thing. Scott, what do you have for first timers?
Man, you hit a lot of those. Yeah. Just run your race, soak up the environment. It's such a cool thing, like it's not like any other race. I feel like people are a little more friendlier, like people are like chatty. Now you will have some first timers that like to crowd and go very wide, like 4 or 5 wide. That kind of bugs me sometimes, but it's runDisney. They're just not used to protocol like some of these races.
Yeah,
but
first time.
Sometimes you might have to run around some people if you're trying to get a good time. But that's another thing. Like I wouldn't like aim to like get a PR at these things, because it is tough, because there's people from all sorts of different speeds and distances, and they're stopping for characters and things like that. So it gets kind of like congested at certain points of the race. So just have a great time now. And yeah, no worries on the Friday bid pickup, because you just got to be there by Saturday, because the 10-miler Sunday. So you are good for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time to pick up the bib. Actually, it's not a
yeah,
bad
I'd
deal.
love to pick it up on Saturday. Oh yeah, Beth has a great tip too. Like if you don't have PhotoPass, highly recommend PhotoPass for the race weekends. They do such a great job taking your photos. Mike, remember your first doping, my first marathon? We paid, dude, like $300.
$300. It was marathon,
and they weren't even as good.
Yes, it was marathonphoto.com is the place, because I still have it. They're on one of my old.
I still have my first marathon photos.
Marathon
on my desktop.
Yeah, it's like Marathon PH. It's
it might
spelled
have been
funky. FOTO. It's spelled funny. Yeah, and I have, because I have a folder on my computer. Like it's like synced to the cloud now. It's like 2016, I think, or something. Yeah,
and that was just for your marathon. So like if you have PhotoPass, then obviously you can get photos in the parks with your medals afterwards and things like that. So yeah, good call on that one, Beth. That is Really good.
And Ian, who just called in a few minutes ago up in Pittsburgh, she's on the Plan Disney panel. So she's a Disney expert. Almost overslept the marathon because she didn't set her alarm.
She's good at planning.
Welcome to my nightmare.
It's only happened to me once, but I still missed the race. Mike and Paige were knocking on my door early in the morning. Mallory stayed with us too that night too. I remember it was a wine and dine, like 10K. And then all of a sudden I hear like do.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, because like when you go down to like it really makes me nervous because like the past few race weekends I've gone by myself totally. Like I'll be at Disneyland, and like I'm there with nobody. I'll be like at the Grand Legacy Hotel at the Hojo, and like nobody else is in that hotel with me. And dude, I freak out. Like I do see, like I just want like I have nobody to come get. Like if I oversleep, dude, I am out of luck. And I'm like I've flown halfway across the country, spent all this money because races cost a fortune. I'm just like, dude, I can hardly go to sleep. Like that's how much I think about it. I'm like, I gotta go to sleep, but man, if that alarm doesn't go off and I, that wake up call doesn't come, but the thing is, I don't.
That's why you're better off having a person back home because like we're 3 hours ahead. Like I am at least, so that's easy for me to call you at 4 a.m. or whatever.
Well, I call Pam and I'm like, Pam,
I'm all right. I'm gonna second cup of coffee.
Well, see, I know, but I call Pam like, Pam, call me. I'm always like, she's not gonna get up. Like, she's gonna just oversleep. Just like I'll be like, she'll be like, I'll call you 2 hours later. I'll be 2 hours later. The race is over. So whatever.
I had a Wade's son message me once before a full marathon, and like he's Central Time. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, why are you still up?
It's crazy. Yeah, no, you'll have a blast. So we're going to put a wrap on this one because we are at the top of the hour, but great calls tonight. We take a week off, Scott, and everything worked pretty well tonight. Great calls and everything.
It worked great.
Great.
And we haven't been feeling well and we hung in there.
We did.
We got it done. And Justin, he's moved
Monorail
on. Call. Yeah. I think it was at Tamboo Lounge. Yeah. I can't wait for the updates.
Yeah, he's moved on. Tamboo Lounge. There'll be I don't know. What do you get there? The back scratcher or the Lapu Lapu, I guess maybe.
Oh yeah, both are iconic drinks there.
Then
I mean the back scratcher, you get a souvenir.
Yeah, is that
Yeah, I prefer the Lapu Lapu, but pineapple isn't for everybody though.
I had the one that came in I don't even know if they sell these anymore, but years ago I had the one that came like in the coconut that had like a face on it. Do they still have that?
Yeah, I don't think they make that anymore.
That was the bomb.
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Because that was an epic like souvenir. Like you got something inside the coconut and the coconut had a face on it. It was kind of fuzzy. That was a good drink too. I also got one at Kona like one night. They brought it over there. Yeah, it was good. Anyway, well, he's almost to the carpet. Almost.
Yeah. And in 2 hours, he'll be riding Pirates.
That's right. That's right. All right. We're going to jump out of here. We'll have the shows this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So hope you'll join us for those. But until then, don't forget our show is always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure, whether it's down to Walt Disney World, out to Disneyland, or sailing with the Disney Cruise Line. We can help you plan that trip for no additional cost to you. So check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That supports the show with every purchase, whether it's a notebook or a laptop. It doesn't matter. It really does help support us. Just click through beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys keep us on the air. Thank you so very much to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. This week, we talked about, I had a little quick stay in the hospital. I talked about how awesome the nurse was and how sometimes somebody can come into your life, boom, in, out, couple days, but tell you just what you needed to hear. Somebody that's been there, done that, tell you just what you needed to hear, whether you wanted to hear it or not. But she did. And it's just weird how those things happen. Like life can just hit you like that, tell you something, and it'll stick with you. So that's kind of the stories we tell. Mike in the Midwest. It's a bonus show for our patrons. Coming over. It's patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at beourguestmike on x.com, Instagram, and Threads. Scott's in the same places at Epscott, EPSCOT. So give him a follow over there. But the place you need to be, we're making a push towards 1,300 subscribers here in the next few days, is Must See Adventures over on YouTube. Scott, what's happening on the channel?
Lucky 13, right? Getting the 1,300. I was out of town last week, so I didn't post anything, but it was our embarkation day on the Disney Wish day 2, which should be posted within the next couple days of this showing. So if you're getting this on the feed, it's already out there. Disney wedding. Ever been curious about a Disney wedding at sea? Our friends Allie and Neil got married on a Disney Wish, and we were there to celebrate. Pretty
Nice.
awesome.
That was.
But get this though, Emily. Emily, I called you Emily. Get this, Mike. Emily is going to do a live show with me. We're going to go live on the channel Monday night. She wants to talk about her first few weeks at Michigan and how it compares to a Disney vacation. She said there's a lot of similarities. I'm very curious what she has to say. I think
is her dorm a value? Is her dorm a value, a moderate, or deluxe?
I asked her that today. Spoiler alert, she's in the value.
Dude,
she's got friends that are in the deluxe.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. Pages wasn't too bad. I was like, I could move out here myself. Her 1 year she was out there, dude. She lived across from the bookstore. I was like, this place ain't bad, because it was right next to the Recplex, and that Recplex had a lazy river in it. I was like, shut up. I want to live here.
That's unbelievable. Her dorm is like an old converted apartment building pretty far off campus. So I'm going to say, like, she's kind of like in the value range there.
She's in the All-Stars.
She's like in the All-Stars.
That's good stuff.
But yeah, I mean, from the food and all that, she's got some topics she wants to talk about. So I think it'll be fun. So you want to catch us on a live after you do the Be Our Guest podcast. If you want some more stuff, go tune us on Monday.
We'll jump right from our shows to that show. That'll be a full night of podcasting right there on Monday, tomorrow night. All right. So don't forget about that. Also, come over to the clubhouse. That's where the conversations never end. We are talking Christmas already in the living room channel. We're talking sports, coaches getting fired in the Sports Center channel. And of course, we're talking Disney and all the other channels, dining, theme parks, resorts, everything. So come on over. It is so much fun. We have our own little social media community right there, but it's only the good stuff. It is amazing. It's beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. It's free for everybody. Come on over and we'll see you there. And we'll do this again next Sunday night. So join us 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. We love these shows and hope you do too. All right, so for Scotty G, I'm Mike. You guys have a great week, great Sunday night, great Thursday whenever you're tuned in. For Scott, I'm Mike. Wishing you a great one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.